This is the third annual Indigenous Policy Advocacy Workshop held by AIPP and also the first one in Taiwan. 11 Asian countries participated in the event to discuss the survival and future development of the indigenous peoples. This year's focus was especially on how climate change affects the lives of indigenous peoples.
On the climate change, it's really a very, very serious problem now, not only globally, but more importantly also of indigenous peoples. And because we are in the victims, we are primarily the victims of disasters, climate disasters, and yet we are not involved in any process to mitigate these disasters. And the solutions being offered, again, is going to marginalize us.
Indigenous representatives from 11 countries expressed their views in a joint statement. International indigenous conferences were rarely held in Taiwan in the past. The purpose of this workshop was to share knowledge and experience in the hopes of providing indigenous peoples around the world a better life with dignity.
What can we do, to formulate our own strategies on how we can also be part of finding the solutions to the disasters caused by climate change, but also to raise our voice in terms of providing alternative solutions.
Climate change and the possibility of planting more trees in indigenous areas to reduce carbon emissions were the main topics at the workshop. The links between work and health conditions of the indigenous peoples were also discussed.
Taiwan is also discussing climate change and tree planting to help reduce carbon emissions. But we never heard indigenous are also involved in such topics. That was incomprehensible to us.
This year's AIPP conference was held in the Dakanoa community in Namaxia Township. The sponsors hope the indigenous representatives from abroad could experience life in Taiwan and promote mutual understanding through the culture, natural surroundings, and development of Dakanoa. TITV Weekly.